Okay. Okay, so here's the plugged in. The bottom side we have just like our kind of existing sanders that are pretty typical. These are just connected by this spring loaded here. So I can kind of release this spring. It should go fairly easy. There we go. And if I release this spring, you can see I can remove the sandpaper, and if I put this back, which is I just bring this back, you can see the spring closes, and I'll just put this back into position. There we go. And it locks the sandpaper in. Sandpaper, I just punch a few holes in that coordinate with the holes into the vacuum, or the sander. So now I have it set to auto, and let's do some sanding. So this is my test piece here. This is the actual shelf itself. Okay, so I'm going to sanding with the grain. You can see there's very little dust. So you can see the benefits of having the vacuum set up. So there's a little bit of dust, but not a whole lot. The vacuum really does extract the dust while you are sanding your project. I also, like I said, have a router that we can hook up to this system. Also a skill saw and the domino, and we'll be getting more as well. So that's the Festool vacuum system. Set the machine to auto, plug in your tool, plug in your hose. Now, one of the reasons why I brought this system in is because this is what you see on so many job sites. The Festool vacuum system with tools connected to the system is what you see on job sites and in professional wood shops. That's what I saw in my experience. So I'm bringing tools in that you'd see in the professional field. Now you see these other tools as well in professional shops, but then they've come up with some solutions to the portable power tools and the dust collection issues that go along with portable power tools. So controlling the dust and making for a very easy cleanup is something that is very rewarding on a job site, because if you can clean up while you're cutting or while you're sanding, one, it's not going into your lungs, that's number one, or your nasal passage, and then number two, the cleanup, let's say you're in a job site like at someone's home, you can actually sand and cut inside the garage or inside the home, creating very minimal amounts of dust. So the Festool vacuum connected to the tool set to auto. You can see there's not a lot of dust on the blanket after sanding, and it also gives a very good sand, because the sander itself is not just pushing the sawdust around into your project and creating little micro scratches. It's actually extracting it, so you have a really nice clean sand job by the time you're done.